Alright people, what it is, it's your boy Cantania Wcq. We are back with another video. This time we have a first place Primite Blue Eyes deck profile regional. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, but let's get into the deck profile. So I'm glad to see Blue Eyes is somewhat back in the format and very viable right now with the Primite engine, but let's get into the deck profile. So for the deck profile, we played 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand, except Sage with Eyes of Blue. You can discard this card and target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. You can only use each effect of Sage with Eyes of Blue once per turn. Then we played 3 Maiden of White. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 True Light from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell or trap zone. If you special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card is in your graveyard, except during damage step, you can special summon this card. When a card effect is activated that targets this card on the field, or when it is targeted for an attack, quick effect, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon or 1 level 1 white light tuner from your graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. If this card is normal summon, you can set 1 Primite spell / trap from your deck. You can only use each effect of the following effects of Primite Dragon Ether Barrel once per turn. You can tribute this card and send 1 normal monster from your deck to the graveyard. During your standby phase, if you have a normal monster in your field or graveyard, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So we play 3 of those. Then we played 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon, normal monster level 8. Then we played 1 Neo Kaza Seahorse. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send 1 Blue Eyes monster or 1 monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, except Neo Kaza Seahorse. You can only use each effect of Neo Kaza Seahorse once per turn. Then we play 1 Bestial Magnemite. You can target 1 light or dark monster in either graveyard, banish it, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. This is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect during end phase, add 1 dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Bestial Magnemite. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we had a hand trap lineup. We played 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, most generic hand trap in the game. 1 Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, pretty legit. I mean, 2 Effect Rattler, and then we have 3 Nibiru the Primal Being. So for the spells, we have 2 Primite Drill Beam. Reveal 1 Primite card or 1 normal monster in your hand, except Primite Drill Beam. Or if you control a normal monster or level 5 or higher Primite monster, except the token, you can activate this effect without revealing a card. Then target 1 face-up card in the field, negate its effects. And if you do, banish it. During your main phase, if you control a Primite monster, you can set this card from your graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Primite Lordly Load. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Primite card from your deck to your hand, except Primite Lordly Load. You can declare 1 normal monster card name, special summon 1 declared normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard in defense position. Also, you cannot activate the effects special summon monsters on the field this turn. You can only use each effect of Primite Lordly Load once per turn. Normal monsters and Primite monsters you control gain 300 attack for each normal monster with different names in your graveyard. Then we play 3 Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Discard 1 card. Add 1 level 1 light tuner and 1 spell / trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand, except Wishes for Eyes of Blue. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon you control. Equip 1 Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equip spell, then gives it 400 attack. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 1 Roar of the Blue Eyed Dragon. Special summon in defense position 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. But if you control no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can only special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with this effect. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dragon monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including the Blue Eyes monster. You can only use 1 Roar of the Blue Eyed Dragons once per turn. Then we play 1 Mausoleum of White. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 level 1 light tuner in addition to your normal summon / set. You only gain this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster you control, send 1 normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack / defense equal to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard until the end of the turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 burst stream of destruction from your deck to your hand. Then we play 1 Triple Tax Talents. 2 Metatronus. Target 1 face-up non-token monster your opponent controls. Special summon 1 monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck that has 2 or more of the same type, attribute, and/or attack, but negate its effects. And if you do, negate targeted monster's effects. Also, after that, If these monsters have the same name, you can banish them both face down. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted monsters and effects in response to this card's activation. You can only activate one Metal Tortoise per turn. So play 2 of those, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Skill Drain, 1 Majesty of the White Dragons. Show up to 3 of the Blue Eyes White Dragons in your hand, face up monster zone and or graveyard, then destroy equal number of cards your opponent controls. You can banish this card from your graveyard, ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your hand by attributing Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand or field whose level is equal its level. You're gonna use each effect once per turn. Then play 1 True Light. True Light, your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your main monster zone with card effects. If this face-up card is sent from the field and spell a trap zone to the graveyard, destroy all monsters you control. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. Special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or graveyard. Set 1 spell / trap directly from your deck that specifically lists Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text with a different name from the cards you control and or in your graveyard. Then we play 3 Infinite Permanents and then 2 Dominance Purge. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to your hand, negate the effect. Then if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. If you activated this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of dark, water, and or fire monsters for the rest of this duel. You can only activate 1 Dominance Purge per turn. Then we play, for the extra deck, we play 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. At the end of the damage step, if this card is the only face-up card you control and the fusion summon card attack, you can send 1 Blue Eyes Fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card can attack again in a row. You can use this effect in Neo Eyes Blue Eyes Ultimate up to twice per turn. During either player's turn, when the card effect is activated that targets a Blue Eyes monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then we play 2 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Must first be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by attributing 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon, equipped it with a fusion monster, unaffected by trap cards or effects. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Once per turn, at end damage step, this card battled, you can target 1 trap in your graveyard, set it to your spell trap zone. Then we play 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon once per turn. When a card effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you can special summon 1 Light Dragon from your graveyard, except Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Then we play 1 Light Storm Dragon. If this card is special summon, you can target spell / traps on the field to the number of normal monsters in your graveyard plus 1 destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you can target 1 spell / trap in your graveyard, set it, but it cannot be activated unless you control a normal monster. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 2 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Once per turn during either player's turn, when an effect of a card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate the activation. During either player's turn, you contribute this synchro summon monster, special summon 1 Light Dragon synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position except Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Then we play 1 Mirror Logic Aggregator, 1 Raziel Detonator, 1 Superstar Slayer Typhon, 1 Heraldic Seal, 1 Spirit with Eyes of Blue. You cannot special summon except dragon monsters. You can only use each of the following effects. Spirit with Eyes Blue once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you could take 1 Mausoleum of White from your deck, either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You contribute this card, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard, but if you special summon an effect monster from your graveyard by this effect, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. Then we play 1 SP Little Knight and then 1 Liner the Light Charmer. So for the side deck, we played 3 Artifact Lancia, 3 Jorlin Lockbird, 3 Mochami Perilia, 3 Ultimate Slayer, and 3 Solemn Strike to end the deck profile. So that is it for the first place regional deck profile, Primite Blue Eyes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos.